Have you ever wondered what happened to a dinosaur in the final moments of its life? Was it in a fierce struggle for survival? Let's explore dinosaur fossils found in combat or defense postures, and understand what these fossils can reveal about the behavior of these giants. Frozen in time, these fossils are not just pieces of bones. They are vital clues to a story of struggle and survival. Some dinosaurs have been found in positions that suggest they were in the middle of a battle, whether hunting, defending themselves from predators, or even fighting each other. But what's most intriguing is what these postures can teach us about the behaviors and strategies of these creatures. And if you're as curious as I am to unravel these mysteries, go ahead and hit that like button below and subscribe to the channel, so you don't miss any of these incredible dinosaur adventures. Now get ready to dive headfirst into this journey and discover what fossils reveal about the wild side of the dinosaur era. Now that we've imagined these giants fighting for survival, let's take a deeper step and explore how these battles actually took place. While many dinosaurs were imposing predators, some fossils reveal moments of intense confrontation between them. For example, fossils of dinosaurs found in postures that suggest they were attacking each other or defending themselves with all their might. Fossils like those of theropods with bite marks on their bones could be signs of territorial disputes or predators hunting their prey. These battles were likely more complex than we imagine, with attack and defense strategies being key to survival. How did carnivorous dinosaurs, like the famous Tyrannosaurus rex, attack their prey or compete with other predators? How did herbivores, like the Triceratops, use their horns and bony plates to defend against attacks? Some fossils even show dinosaurs with claw or tooth marks from other species, suggesting they were in the middle of a brutal physical combat. And it's exactly this battle for survival that makes these fossils so fascinating. They not only preserve the bones of these incredible creatures, but also offer us a glimpse into the fight dynamics that took place in a world where life was constantly at risk. Each fossil found reveals more about the behaviors and fighting strategies these dinosaurs used to stay alive in an environment full of predators and challenges. Before we continue our journey through these combat stories, don't forget to hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel. This way, you won't miss any of this incredible exploration of dinosaurs and their epic battles. Let's move forward and uncover even more secrets about how these giants faced the adversities of their world. Now let's explore something even more intriguing: dinosaur fossils that show clear signs of injuries before death. Imagine a dinosaur with deep scars on its bones, marks from the claws or teeth of another animal, and even broken bones, all pointing to a life full of conflict. These injuries are not mere marks of an accidental death, but rather traces of real battles that occurred before their demise. What do these fossils reveal about the nature of these struggles? Some dinosaurs, like the Allosaurus and Velociraptor, likely engaged in violent confrontations, either with prey or other members of their species. Fossils of carnivores found with bite marks may indicate that these animals were involved in territorial disputes, where severe injuries were common. But it wasn't only predators that suffered injuries. Many herbivores also had scars indicating defense against attacks. Ceratopsians, like the Triceratops for example, had horns that were not just for display but served as defensive tools in fierce battles against predators. These injuries found in fossils also help us understand how these dinosaurs managed to survive after battles. Some fossils reveal animals that continued living despite severe wounds, suggesting an incredible resilience and ability to recover, which is fascinating. This leads us to wonder, did dinosaurs have any kind of social caregiving behavior, or did the most injured simply succumb to the hardships of the environment? These fossils with injuries help us understand that battles for dinosaurs were not only about hunting or surviving the environment, they were also about fighting, defending themselves, and competing for survival in an extremely competitive world. And what's even more impressive is how, despite these wounds, many dinosaurs managed to keep going, adapting to the challenges they faced. If you're finding these stories of combat and survival fascinating, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll follow all the details about what fossils have to teach us about the life and battles of dinosaurs. Let's continue this journey and uncover more secrets of these ancient warriors. Now that we've explored the wounds and battles, let's talk about how dinosaurs defended themselves. Defense was an essential skill for survival, and many dinosaurs had impressive physical adaptations that helped protect them from voracious predators. Fossils found around the world reveal a variety of defensive strategies, some of which were true masterpieces of evolution.
Let's start with Ceratopsians, like the famous Triceratops.
This dinosaur, with its impressive bony frill and sharp horns, likely used these features as a form of defense against carnivorous attacks, such as those from the Tyrannosaurus rex. Some fossils show positions that suggest they were preparing for an attack, with the horns positioned to face a potential predator. The bony frill might also have been used to intimidate other dinosaurs or compete for mates. The ankylosaurids, like the Ankylosaurus, had impenetrable bony armor and a heavy club at the tail, probably used to defend against attacks. Fossils of this species show marks from attacks that couldn't penetrate its armor, indicating how effective this defense could be. The positions of their bodies, often found in alert postures, may suggest these dinosaurs were ready to use their strength against any predator that tried to attack them. Stegosaurians, with their large bony plates and spiked tails, are another classic example of defensive dinosaurs. The plates may have served to regulate body temperature, but they also made the dinosaur appear more intimidating with their monstrous appearance. The spiked tail could have been used as a powerful weapon to fend off predators, as evidenced by fossils showing claw marks on their backs, but with no significant damage to the tail.
These defensive Adaptations während just Impressions in the Dinosaur Skeletons but vital survival strategies.
Defensive behavior was as important as attacking, and fossils give us a fascinating glimpse into how these creatures dealt with the dangers around them. How did these dinosaurs use their defenses against predators? And did these strategies change as the dinosaur moved across its territory? These discoveries are just the beginning of understanding how dinosaurs protected themselves in a world full of threats. If you're excited about these incredible defense strategies, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll be able to follow all the new discoveries and adventures ahead as we continue to explore the fascinating world of dinosaurs.
Now, let's dive into the intense battles between carnivores and herbivores. A crucial dynamic for survival in the dinosaur world.
The interactions between predators and their prey formed one of the largest cycles of life and death during the Mesozoic era. But how exactly did these battles unfold? And how did herbivores defend themselves against predators? Through fossils, we can gather precious clues about these epic struggles. The Tyrannosaurus rex, one of the largest carnivores in history, is an excellent example of how the battles between carnivores and herbivores played out. Fossils of T-Rex show deep bite marks on herbivore bones, indicating direct attacks. Additionally, some fossils of herbivorous dinosaurs, such as the Triceratops, reveal signs of injuries in vulnerable areas, suggesting they were engaged in direct combat with these predators. But the story of defense is equally fascinating. Ceratopsians, like the Triceratops, were not easy prey. Their large horns and bony frill were used not only for offense but also for defending against carnivore attacks. Some fossils show these herbivores in defensive positions, with their horns pointing directly at a potential predator, demonstrating that they were ready to use their primary defense when necessary. Hadrosaurids, duck-billed dinosaurs, likely faced their own challenges, with predators like the Deinonychus or the Velociraptor taking advantage of their smaller stature and tendency to move in herds. Fossils found show claw and bite marks on hadrosaurids, suggesting these predators worked in groups, surrounding their prey to ensure the success of the attack. On the other hand, hadrosaurids may have defended themselves as a group, surrounding each other to protect the weaker members of the herd. And what about the large sauropods? Dinosaurs like Brachiosaurus or Apatosaurus were enormous and likely not much threatened by smaller carnivores due to their size. However, when facing larger predators like the T-Rex or Spinosaurus, they could use their heavy, powerful tails to defend themselves. Fossils of sauropods found in combat zones show evidence of possible attacks targeting their most vulnerable parts, like their necks and tails, but also indicate that these giants could retaliate with great force. These fossils of both carnivorous and herbivorous dinosaurs show us the constant battle for survival between these two categories. For the predators, attacking prey was a matter of skill and strength, while for the prey, defense was a matter of life or death, with some species developing extraordinary natural defenses to protect themselves. This war between predators and prey not only shaped the behavior of these animals, but also the evolution of their physical and social characteristics. If you're curious to know more about how these battles unfolded, stay with us. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel to not miss any details about how these fierce battles between dinosaurs took place in prehistory. Let's continue our journey to uncover the secrets of these epic struggles. Now, let's explore a fascinating and surprising dynamic in the world of dinosaurs: group hunting. While most people imagine dinosaurs as solitary creatures, some groups of carnivorous dinosaurs actually hunted in teams, developing collective tactics to capture their prey. And this is what fossils have to teach us about their hunting strategies. One of the most notable examples is the velociraptor. Fossils suggest that these dinosaurs were not isolated predators, but likely hunted in groups, as a coordinated unit. We find evidence indicating that they could surround their prey, working together to capture it. Although the velociraptors were relatively small compared to other carnivores, their intelligence and ability to hunt in teams gave them a significant advantage. Bite marks and signs of coordinated attacks on prey, such as Triceratops, indicate that these creatures use strategies like ambushes and quick movements to dominate their victims. Another fascinating example is the Deinonychus, another dinosaur that, like the velociraptors, hunted in packs. Fossils of Deinonychus show that these dinosaurs were capable of coordinating quick attacks, perhaps using their group sense to capture larger animals. The structure of their teeth and claws also suggests they were efficient predators, able to immobilize their prey while other members of the group prepared to finish off the attack. And it's not just carnivores that show evidence of collective behaviors. Hadrosaurids, duck-billed dinosaurs, may have also adopted a form of group defense, rather than hunting. Fossils show that these species could form large herds, which helped protect them from predators. Some fossils of Parasaurolophus and other hadrosaurids indicate that they could move in large groups and even use sounds to alert one another about predators. In this case, unity was a crucial defensive strategy. This dynamic of group hunting and defense shows that dinosaurs had a variety of social behaviors, far beyond simple individual survival. If a carnivorous dinosaur hunted alone, it needed to be fast, strong, and efficient, but when hunting in groups, their ability to hunt increased exponentially. Social behavior in dinosaurs, as evidenced by these fossils, is more complex than many people imagine. Now, if you're enjoying these discoveries about how dinosaurs work together to hunt or protect themselves, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. We won't stop here. There are many more secrets to explore about how these amazing animals interacted with each other and their environment. Let's continue on this journey. Now, let's take it a step further and analyze how extreme climates and environmental changes affected the battles and survival of dinosaurs. Just like in any era of history, climate has always played a crucial role in the lives of living beings, and for the dinosaurs, it was no different. Climate changes, such as severe droughts, ice, or extreme temperatures, directly influenced hunting strategies, defense, and even the social behavior of different species. Imagine a world where environmental conditions change drastically from one season to another. Dinosaurs faced these changes all the time. During extreme droughts or at the end of the Cretaceous period, when temperatures were higher and vegetation scarce, herbivores were forced to move in large groups to find food, which increased the risk of predator attacks. Fossils of herbivores like Triceratops and Hadrosaurids show that during difficult climatic periods, these animals became more vulnerable to attacks, as the scarcity of resources forced them to migrate in search of food, leaving them exposed. On the other hand, carnivores also had to adapt. Tyrannosaurus rex and other predators faced challenging weather conditions that could impact prey availability. Fossils of carnivorous dinosaurs found in different sediment layers give us clues about how they might have moved, hunted, or even competed for territory during these periods. During the Cretaceous, for example, predators were forced to be more strategic, hunting weaker or already injured prey, as seen in the injury marks found in prey fossils. Climate changes also affected natural resources. During hotter periods, when oxygen was more scarce, dinosaurs likely had to hunt more efficiently, expending less energy in search of food.
This altered combat tactics and defensive strategies.
Resource scarcity forced many species to enter into confrontations over territory and food, leading to more frequent and intense battles. These extreme climatic conditions, often exacerbated by continental movement and cataclysmic events, influenced the dynamics between species. Even the most powerful dinosaurs had to deal with the challenges that the environment imposed. Sometimes, what seemed like a direct struggle for food and territory turned into a battle for adaptation to the climate, something that could determine a species' success or failure. This aspect of the climate's impact on dinosaur battles teaches us that the struggles for survival didn't only happen between predators and prey, but also against the forces of nature. And by analyzing fossils, we can understand how dinosaurs reacted to these environmental challenges. If you find it interesting how dinosaurs adapted to the climate to survive, leave a like and subscribe to the channel to continue following the journey of discoveries. Let's keep exploring how these incredible creatures dealt with the challenges of their world, from fierce battles to survival strategies under extreme conditions. Now, let's dive into an intriguing aspect of dinosaur life: social behavior. Although most dinosaurs were known to be territorial or even solitary, many dinosaurs, especially herbivores and some carnivorous species, lived and hunted in groups. This social behavior not only influenced survival dynamics, but also had a direct impact on the battles and struggles these animals faced. For example, dinosaurs like hadrosaurids, duck-billed dinosaurs, and ceratopsids, like Triceratops, formed large groups to protect themselves from predators. This group behavior not only helped them defend against attacks, but also provided a collective strategy for vigilance. Fossils show that these animals likely organized into large herds, which made it difficult for a single predator like Tyrannosaurus rex to isolate and attack one prey. Additionally, the herds could use their numbers to surround and drive away predators, making it harder to hunt them individually. But social behavior wasn't just about defense, it also influenced how these species competed with each other. For example, within dinosaur groups, there may have been a social hierarchy where the stronger or more dominant members stood out in disputes over territory or mating. Fossils of theropods, like velociraptors, suggest that these carnivores may have hunted in packs, possibly with a complex social structure that allowed them to hunt larger prey than they could alone. Bite marks and claw marks from different individuals on prey reveal a coordinated attack pattern, indicating that hunting in groups might have been a vital survival strategy for these animals. Furthermore, social behavior may have also influenced dinosaur defense tactics. Species like Stegosaurus, with their large bony plates and spiked tails, could have formed defensive barriers, with herd members strategically positioned to create a line of defense against predators. The presence of fossils of dinosaurs that appear to have been protected by other members of the herd, or even fought together against a predator, suggests that these animal social interactions were complex and fundamental to their survival. This social behavior not only changed how dinosaurs acted in battle situations, but also provided a strategic advantage in competition for resources, such as food and territory. What we learn from fossils is that social interactions were essential to the life and death dynamics of dinosaurs. They were not just solitary creatures or simple hunters. They were constantly interacting, cooperating, and even fighting each other, whether in defense or social competition. Now, if you're fascinated by the social and behavioral interactions of dinosaurs, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll continue our exploration and uncover more about the complex behaviors that shape the battles and survival of these incredible animals.
Let's move forward.
Now, let's explore a crucial aspect of dinosaur life that we often overlook: territories. Just like many modern animals, dinosaurs likely defended their territories with everything they had. The fight for territory wasn't just about space, it was also about vital resources like food, water, and mates for reproduction. Fossils show us that, in some species, territorial conflicts were an important part of social dynamics and survival. For example, Tyrannosaurus rex was probably a highly territorial animal, using its size and strength to defend areas rich in prey. Fossils of T-Rex and other large carnivores indicate signs of attacks on other individuals of the same species. Bite marks and scars found on T-Rex bones suggest that these creatures not only hunted, but also engaged in fierce battles over territory and dominance within their species. This competition for resource-rich territories could have led to bloody clashes, with the stronger and more aggressive individuals prevailing. On the other hand, ceratopsids, like Triceratops, likely defended their territories in a similar way. Fossils show that these creatures were often in defensive postures, with their horns pointed outward, as if ready to face invaders. These horns could have been used not only in battles against predators, but also as a means to compete for territory against other dinosaurs of the same species. Territorial disputes were crucial for securing a space where the dinosaur could feed, mate, and protect itself. Additionally, other dinosaurs like Stegosaurus might have used their territories to create a natural defense against predators. By occupying a specific space, these dinosaurs could better control the available resources and ward off threats. And for herbivorous species, territory wasn't just a feeding area, but also a strategic location to avoid attacks from carnivores patrolling the region in search of vulnerable prey. Fossils found in areas of territorial conflicts show evidence of intense battles, with visible claw and bite marks on dinosaur bones, suggesting that these animals were willing to fight to the death to protect their land and the resources within it. The competition for territory could have also led to the evolution of impressive physical traits, like horns, claws, and spiked tails, which served both for hunting and defending a vital space. This territorial struggle wasn't only between different species, but also among individuals of the same species. When dinosaurs competed for territory, they were, in fact, competing for survival. The winners secured the best resources, while the losers often faced death or were forced to search for new land. If you're surprised by the intensity of these territorial disputes, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We'll continue our journey, uncovering more secrets about how dinosaurs fought, survived, and interacted with the world around them. Don't miss the next videos.